Hello and welcome back to another edition of CommLink Reacts. I'm Stubb, and as always, I'm joined by Silvius. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good. Ready to check out this little blast from the past.
Yeah, we're going back deep into the Star Citizen archives once again with an exclusive first look at the Terra system, Star Citizen. So it's not exactly an exclusive first look. This has actually been online for roughly 11 years now, going all the way back to September of 2013. But for those that aren't aware, maybe you're newer to the project, or you just haven't gone back into the Star Citizen archives, they did put up this about 2.5 minute long video showing off the Terra Landing Zone. So we've talked about Terra a whole lot as one of the upcoming star systems coming to the game, and a lot of the discussion around it has been that it'll be a high security area, where you shouldn't be running into a lot of pirating and PvP issues.
It's the capital of the UEE, correct?
I believe that's correct. Yeah. But anyway, this is I think, as to my knowledge, the only actual look that we've had at the system. And again, people keep in mind this is from 2013, so I'm sure by the time it does come into Star Citizen, it'll look a good bit different than it does. But
yeah, guys, lighting is not final on this. You can see right here at the bottom, lighting not final. So don't worry, they're going to update the lighting.
Yeah. But still, it's a pretty cool artifact from early Star Citizen history. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at Terra Prime. Also, there's no commentary on this video, but you can hear some environmental sound, ship noises, some wind.
Look at all those old ship models too.
Yeah, and I'm gonna actually rewind it real quick because I feel like on the left they just kind of pop in. You see that?
Yeah, I saw that.
There it is. Yeah,
there it is. Yep. That's also not final.
It's got like almost like ArcCorp, I guess, is more close to a Star Citizen equivalent of Coruscant. But
yeah, and the graphics really kind of make me think of like Mass Effect.
Yeah. Little voiceover on the intercoms there.
I wonder if at this point they planned for you to be in third person more than first person.
Yeah, that's a good question. Or maybe it was just to kind of show off the player model.
Yeah, there he goes into first. What even is this? Like the trade center, the space station?
Maybe so. Looks like an equipment shop. You get your ship weapons here and components.
Yeah. This looks, I mean, I know it's like super old. It just looks like a totally different game.
Yeah, it really does. Shows you how far things have come.
What do you mean, $700 million? They haven't done anything.
Still no release date.
Yeah, it's pretty bare bones.
The signage is very minimal.
Yeah.
But I wonder, how much of like just the general layout of this do they keep? Obviously the decoration and fidelity will be more advanced whenever Terra does finally make its way into the game. But I wonder if like the general layout of this building will be the same or not.
Yeah, I'd say probably not, but it's just so hard to tell because this just looks so different. Like all the landing zones now just have like so much added to them, like just little signs and stuff around and NPCs. And
yeah,
that was very, very not much of anything. I mean, the outside cool, looks really cool.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at that ship up there. What ship is that? The like block with 2 squares for thrusters.
That's the original Merchantman up there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. People don't realize Merchantman's actually going through like 3 or 4 different design changes, and we'll be getting it here in the next 5 or 10 years.
I want to back up just a sec. Look at that Connie right there.
What a beauty.
Yeah.
You know, for 2013, I think this still it looks pretty good of its era, you know.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm assuming the same engine. So being able to upgrade the graphics from this to what we have today.
Yeah.
People that say Star Citizen today looks dated are crazy.
They're on crack.
Yeah. What games are you playing that, I mean, there's some out there that probably look better than it, but like, it's a really good looking game no matter what way.
Yeah.
Any way you slice it, it looks good. So.
Yeah. It does. There's all that Star Engine stuff they showed off at CitizenCon. I think some of that stuff still hasn't necessarily come online. They're going to continue to tinker with graphics as time goes on. And I mean, you know me, that's kind of the least of my concerns. I just want the game to be fun, more than anything. But it does go to show, like, just on a visual level alone, like there's been so much progress made. And then also keep in mind, like when this video came out, when they put this on YouTube, landing zones weren't in the game. This is still like hangar era of Star Citizen. For anybody that doesn't know, initially when players could first load into Star Citizen, you could go into a hangar, you could look at your ship, and that was it. That's all you got.
Yeah.
You couldn't even go into the ship initially. So, this was, sort of like a proof of concept type video almost.
Yeah. Yeah. I could see that. The outside looks really cool. And, the buildings in the distance definitely have that, era vibe to them. But yeah, if this is what it looked like back then, they've been working on it any since then and have it ready for 1.0 or whatever it's going to be.
Yeah.
Man, I can't wait to see it. It's going to look really cool.
I'm with you. Anyway, so this was a very quick react, but hopefully you enjoyed it. If you've seen it before, I'm sure this is maybe the first time in a long time that you have, but I would imagine for a lot of people, this is probably your first time seeing Terra, quote unquote, in game.
Yeah.
So
I'd never seen this video until today.
Yeah, I think it's a really cool piece of Star Citizen history in their YouTube archives. And I enjoy doing the podcast on their channel, but I really do love taking a look in these reacts at some of their old school YouTube content. It's so much fun.
Yeah, we definitely need to do more of that because I do enjoy seeing, especially like where the game was 10 years ago and what it's become today.
Yeah, agreed. Anyway, anything else for Terra before we wrap up here?
Terra for Christmas. Let's go.
When do you think Terra is going to be released into Star Citizen? You think it's 2025, 2026?
Hopeful, totally optimistic. Probably not going to happen. Guess 2026.
Okay,
realistic guess 2028.
Yeah, because I still think we get supposedly we're getting Pyro this year, and then I would think the other systems that have jump points from Stanton first, right? It's Magna, Pyro. What's the other one? I'm blanking
Terra.
on the third. Is it Terra?
Yeah, you can go straight to Terra from Stanton.
I was thinking it was Nyx. Okay.
I think Nyx is connected to Pyro ? I could be wrong. Yeah, but I 100% know a Terra jump point is in Stanton.
Right on. Okay. Yeah. So I'm thinking maybe like 2026.
All right. Yeah. I mean, that's a very optimistic outlook, but you heard it here, folks. Write it down.
2 more years.
It's always 2 years away. Yeah, you're right.
And that's it for our CommLink React today. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget, we've got the CommLink Podcast, which releases a new episode almost every week, featuring discussions about Star Citizen Squadron 42. The CommLink Podcast can be found on both YouTube and Spotify. In addition to the podcast, be sure to also check out our CommLink alerts, where major articles from Cloud Imperium Games are read for those who would rather hear it than read it. Also, we're on both Twitter and Instagram. The username for both platforms is @CommLinkPod. And of course, if you enjoyed today's reaction, be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more. Till next time, thanks for tuning in, everyone. Stay safe and be well.
See you in Terra.
Someday.
2 years.